What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. This your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. Hello, somebody. All right, so today's video, you guys, it says breaking news. Diddy faints in court after judge says this. It's over for the butt monster, Diddler. All right, so we're going to jump straight into the video for today, man. First video today, make sure we getting at least 5,000 likes on the video. Make sure we share, man, commenting, and watch until the end. Spicy.
Diddy's trial has officially started and it's already packing a lot of drama. Rumor has it that the judge in charge of the case is being exceptionally hard on Diddy, and it looks like Diddy might be going away for a long time. See, we already knew that the stakes in this case were super high, but it also looks like they might be even higher than we thought. He's facing life imprisonment for the RICO charges alone, and for the SA and charges, that's another minimum of 15 years on top of the life charges. And from the things we're finding out about this trial, well, let's just say that Diddy's lawyers,
Well, that's enough to make you pass out, ain't it?
they're going to need to pull every trick in the book because it is not looking good for him. The trial is already a mess, so let's break it down. Okay, so the first sign that Diddy was panicking was when TMZ reported that his legal team was planning to play the insanity card as their defense during the trial. TMZ wrote, part of Diddy's defense involves his mental capacity to commit the crimes while he was essentially wasted. He even has a doctor lined up to testify, but the feds think it's a totally irrelevant point. In the docs, they say Diddy wants to have the doctor, who's a Columbia professor, testify he had a mental condition bearing on the issue of guilt. If you're wondering what this even means, well, let's break it down. Now, the exact details of the mental condition or mental capacity was redacted in the court documents, so we don't exactly know what it is. But according to TMZ, there are some clues, including a bit about Diddy's alleged drinking and however, the prosecution is opposed to this, and according to reports, prosecutors say the doctor's opinion on whether Diddy was lucid is irrelevant. In the docs, they point out the doctors never personally examined Diddy, and his testimony would be based on his experience with other people.
Bro, you mean to tell me Diddy never had a doctor appointment with the guy? But you want to... Let me get this shit correct. You want this doctor from Columbia to come in there and testify that you have mental issues. But you never had a doctor appointment whatsoever, ever, with the doctor. Now, you know, who's going to believe that, Diddy? You don't think there's a such thing called medical records and bookkeeping? They probably, if that was your doctor for real, they probably gonna ask for their medical records to see how many times you had, how many appointments in the past couple of years. Bro, that shit ain't gonna fly.
This is an interesting development, and fans are convinced that it means that Diddy's team is scrambling. Usually, an insanity plea is something of a last resort. They're pretty much saying that even though Diddy did do it, he wasn't in a good mental state, and his lack of judgment meant that he couldn't differentiate between wrong and right. That's a lot of chaos right there, but we'll know more about it as the trial goes on. Well, the trial has already started, and like I said, Diddy is already freaking out. Now, cameras aren't allowed in the courtroom like fans were hoping. After watching the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial, we were hoping that we would get to follow the case in real time. But the trial is being held in a federal court. Unlike many state courtrooms, federal courtrooms don't allow electronic recordings inside, so we're just going to have to depend on courtroom sketches and reports from the reporters in the case. We've seen a couple of sketches of the trial, and I gotta say, Diddy is not looking good. He has been in prison for 8 months long, and that's gotta be tough on anybody, especially someone like Diddy, who was used to the good life and the finest things. And baby, from the court sketches we've seen,
it was
the last
8 months already.
have been rough on Diddy. His hair has gone gray, and he now has to wear glasses. He looks way older now, and it's clear that he has been going through it behind bars. And to show just how bad he's taking all this, they had to pause during jury selection so that he could use the bathroom. According to reports, at one point, Combs asked Judge Aaron Subramanian if he could have a quick bathroom break, which was initially denied. Combs, dressed in a blue blazer and bearing gray hair and beard, then told the judge, "I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm a little nervous today." Subramanian then granted him a 2-minute break to relieve himself. So yeah, it's about to be a tough ride. I know that the trial has just started, but it's already been a hot mess. Many celebs have already been dragged into the drama, including names we never expected to hear, like Michael B. Jordan. I gotta say, it's kind of wild hearing Michael B. Jordan's name even mentioned in this whole Diddy chaos. Like, of all people, he's one of the few celebs who managed to keep his name out of all the mess, especially the infamous Diddy freak-off circuit that half of Hollywood allegedly dipped a toe into. That man's image has been squeaky clean for years, so this is a shocker. So what's the deal? How did MBJ end up in the mix? Apparently, it all traces back to Cassie. According to reports, she and MBJ might have had a little behind-the-scenes fling back in the day. Nothing official, just whispers, but enough to ruffle Diddy's feathers. Cassie even alluded to it in her lawsuit, though she kept the mystery man's name to herself, but now folks are starting to connect the dots. The court documents said later in 2015, while shooting a movie in Cape Town, South Africa, Miss Ventura began a flirtatious relationship with an actor. She spent New Year's Eve with this actor, but Mr. Combs soon found out. Mr. Combs called the actor and threatened him. The actor proceeded to call Miss Ventura and tell her, "You really need to call Mr. Combs." Even from the court documents, you could tell the actor involved was seriously shaken by the whole situation. The drama started to unravel during Diddy's trial, and we were shook. We first started to get suspicious when MBJ's name came up during jury selection. According to reports, MBJ's name was brought up on the first day of jury selection as a pool of potential jurors were quizzed on their knowledge of a list of celebrities who could be referenced during the 8-week trial. According to Rolling Stone, MBJ and Cassie spent time together in 2015 and is referenced in Ventura's November 2023 lawsuit against Combs. During a break in Combs' relationship with the R&B singer, Ventura began a flirtatious relationship with an actor, now revealed to be Jordan. In 2015, according to her lawsuit, when Combs found out, he allegedly called the actor and threatened him. And get this, it looks like the trial is going to get even messier because more celebs are going to be dragged into this as time goes on. According to reports, the jury was also given names of high-profile names like rappers Kid Cudi and Kanye West, Destiny Child singer Michelle Williams, actors Mike Myers and Lauren London, and singer Dawn Richard, who was previously signed to Combs' Bad Boy record. Right now, we don't know the full story about why those celebs were named, but we do know that he allegedly tried to Kid Cudi by blowing up his car. And why? Because he got involved with Cassie when she left Diddy, and Diddy did not like that. According to Cassie's lawsuit, in 2011, during a rough patch in Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura's relationship, Miss Ventura had a brief relationship with musician Kid Cudi. When Mr. Combs returned from a trip, he demanded another freak-off of Miss Ventura. She acquiesced. During this FO, Mr. Combs found Miss Ventura's phone and found emails between her and Kid Cudi. Mr. Combs became enraged and proceeded to place a manual corkscrew between his fingers and lunge at Miss Ventura. Miss Ventura ran away to stay at Kid Cudi's home to escape Mr. Combs' wrath. Soon thereafter, one of Mr. Combs' staff members told Miss Ventura that he needed her to just talk to Mr. Combs, even though Mr. Combs was enraged. Feeling like she could not escape Mr. Combs and his network of enforcers, Miss Ventura returned to Mr. Combs. He hit her several times and then kicked her in the back as she tried to run out the door. It also said, in February 2012, during Paris Fashion Week, Mr. Combs told Miss Ventura that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car and that he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. Miss Ventura was terrified as she began to fully comprehend what Mr. Combs was both willing and able to do to those he believed had slighted him. Like I said, we don't know why the other celebs were named, but if it's anything like this, well, let's just say that it's game over for Diddy. But I want to know how y'all feel about this. Do you feel sorry for him, or do you think that this is just karma getting him? Drop your thoughts in the
I do not feel sorry for that sapsucker. None. Zero sorry bone in my body, bro. Zero sorry bone in my body. Bro, why you gonna blow up Kid Cudi? Out of all people, you gonna blow up Kid Cudi car, bro? Because he was to Miss Cassie rescue whenever you try to lunge after her with a freaking corkscrew? And you deserve everything you get, Diddy. I do not wish bad on nobody or jail on nobody, but dang on, bro. Dang, bro, you did some. I'm pretty sure when the rest of it come out, now this is only stuff that we know. Imagine the things that we don't know. That's probably going to come out during this trial. You already painted as a monster, bro. How worse could it get? Dang, that's crazy.